justified in initiating by any means necessary. And when we say this, the press calls us racists in reverse. With skillful manipulating of the press, they're able to make the victim look like the criminal, and the criminal look like the victim.
In a time where hatred and prejudice were the norm, a powerful story emerged that would shatter the very foundations of discrimination. Welcome to our review of the critically acclaimed 2018 film Green Book. Our journey begins in 1962, a time when America was deeply divided along racial lines. Racial tensions ran high and the nation was grappling with the realities of the civil rights movement. In this climate of fear and hostility, we are introduced to two unlikely allies. Don Shirley, a world-class African-American pianist, played by the inimitable Mahershala Ali, and Frank Tony Lip Vallelonga, a white bouncer from the Bronx, played by the always captivating Viggo Mortensen. Their unlikely partnership is born out of necessity rather than choice, as Tony is hired to be Don's chauffeur and bodyguard for a 2-month tour of the Deep South. Armed with the Negro motorist Green Book, a travel guide for African Americans during the Jim Crow era, the duo embark on a road trip that would change their lives and the very fabric of their souls. From the very first frame, Green Book pulls no punches in its portrayal of the harsh realities of racism and discrimination prevalent during the 1960s. The film doesn't shy away from the ugly truths of the era, such as the segregation, police brutality, and the sheer contempt with which people of color were often treated. However, Green Book isn't just another period drama retelling the atrocities of the past. Instead, it's a story of two men, polar opposites in every sense, who come together against all odds to confront their own biases and prejudices. The chemistry between Ali and Mortensen is nothing short of electric, igniting the screen with every witty barb and heartfelt confession they exchange. Mahershala Ali delivers a poignant portrayal of Don Shirley, a man who, despite his immense talent and sophistication, is still subjected to the pervasive bigotry of the time. Ali's nuanced performance takes us on a journey, from Shirley's initial reserve and aloofness to the gradual thawing of his defenses as he begins to trust Tony. Viggo Mortensen, on the other hand, embraces the role of Frank Vallelonga with gusto, embodying the stereotypical 1960s working-class New Yorker to a T. A man whose worldview is limited to the confines of his own neighborhood, Mortensen's Vallelonga undergoes a profound transformation as he witnesses firsthand the injustices Shirley faces. Their friendship, though at times tumultuous, is the heart and soul of Green Book. The evolution of their relationship from reluctant travel companions to lifelong friends is a testament to the power of human connection and empathy, even in the face of insurmountable odds. Adapted from a true story, Green Book is based on the real-life friendship between Shirley and Vallelonga, who collaborated on a memoir of their life-altering journey. Director Peter Farrelly expertly balances the film's heavy themes with moments of levity and humor, injecting the perfect dose of comedic relief when tensions run high. The on-screen chemistry between Ali and Mortensen is matched only by the film's evocative period details, from the costumes and set design to the pitch-perfect soundtrack that transports you back to the early 1960s. Green Book is an impeccably crafted time capsule, immersing you in an era fraught with tension and change. However, Green Book is far from perfect. It is not without its share of criticisms, with some claiming that it perpetuates the white savior narrative all too prevalent in Hollywood. Others have claimed that the facts in the movie don't align with what really happened. While there may be some truth to this, it's important to remember that this is one chapter in the larger story of the civil rights movement, as seen through the eyes of Frank Vallelonga. So, Green Book is a timely reminder of how far we've come in the fight for racial equality, and how far we still have to go. It's a beautifully crafted film that will leave a lasting impression on even the most jaded of viewers. While it may not have given Don Shirley's story the full justice it deserved, it does succeed in reminding us of the power of understanding and empathy in an increasingly divided world. In the end, Green Book is not just another movie about race relations in the 1960s. It's a celebration of the human spirit's ability to triumph over adversity and hatred. It's a reminder that change begins with each of us, one conversation, one person, one moment at a time. For that alone, it is a film worth your time and attention. So do yourself a favor and add Green Book to the top of your must-watch list. Prepare to be moved by a story that, as Don Shirley himself once said, you almost can't help but to sway to. And if you would, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate it. And, as always, save us a balcony seat.